want to leave them both up, so controlling the bans will be DarkZero and how the game is dictated and played, and it's going to be an echo, so we still leave Maestro up on the board. It's not really the end of the world. You still have the All-Day, you still have the Evil Eyes.
Yeah, it's fair enough. They don't really play Echo all that often on DarkZero. Most teams don't, because it gets banned like every single game that gets played. Necessarily want that for DarkZero.
This is worrisome here for Apple. He's got Nyx rotating up yellow stairs, and this could be the first frag we see. No! Nyx turns his attention aside, so that'll be Apple taking down Nyx, and this side execute for Father's Back taking forever to materialize. Katakari will push in and take down one. Another one for Dustelbox, so they'll go charging through the breach holes. So it takes a while, but it works out for Father's Back. Slapped away is Hyper. The ping's coming out through the wall, but the plant going down in behind the bomb, hitting the deck immediately is Kakatari. So now it's BC alone in a 1v5, and he's chewed apart. It's a flawless round for Father's Back.
Very strong start coming in from Father's Back. DarkZero, I don't love how they had a few people on that top floor, on that first floor for a wall. This time around, didn't have the best performance back in Valencia, but this time around, good that he's coming out stronger in this DreamHack. And wow, that's not strong, just as I'm talking about him doing well. He'll be the opening death in this one. Hot and cold with the spawn peak on Maestro, able to get that one nice and cleanly, and that might put a bit of a halt to the momentum of Father's Back.
You're going to need that kind of control, but the plant site is still Teller, so opening up that hatch won't get you visibility on covering diffuser or flanks. It'll just keep anyone from rotating in through the Visa hallway. Kenki is trying to assault into Visa. Looks like he's been down. Not sure if that was through the floor. BC's taking a little bit of damage, so guessing he was on that engagement. Now Nyx still inside of Teller safely, though. That hatch being opened up really doesn't impact him all that much. Yeah,
could have been even an impact grenade thrown by Nyx, because he is out of those, and it was a down, so I could see that if he was low on health somewhere else. One way or another, though, he's trying to clean up on the frag. He knows that somebody is over there. He'll get one kill on a B-Sun inside of the doorway. At least a minute on the clock, and he's looking for more. Again, rooting him out of the bomb site is going to be huge for them. DarkZero, and if they can hold on to this site, they'll be fine. That's a great push forward, and that's diffuser down as well. Nyx being able to take out Dustelbox. They do pick up the Ash. Kakatari is able to find him, and now there is a 2-on-5, so it's a little bit better, but man, that's still a very tough position to try to come back from. See Nyx behind his own castle barricade. There goes the Valk cam. They're definitely in the bomb site. They have control of it, but they don't have that ability to plant. You saw the Maestro cam that they were staring at. There is an Ash inside, but she doesn't seem super comfortable to try to take it because she's got to take a gunfight, which she will lose. Nyx with his third. He won't get his fourth, though, but Hotten's there for the trade. Up top, he hits the headshot.
Yeah, it seemed like that spawn peak there from Hotten really set Father's Back on their heels, and from there, it also didn't look like Father's Back have had much experience or practice attacking that bomb site. They've got two barriers in front of them, right at the vending machine, waiting to slow them down. Yeah, the fact that there's so many DarkZero players like playing so aggressively with this deployable shield, very good. Hotten gets some rewards to get the first kill, and Hotten gets a second as well. Takes down Dustelbox and Apple, not in that order. So a C4 and a headshot come out from him, and now you've once again taken down the Buck, and again, the Jackal as well. So two, again, important operators. I mean, Apple, that's the second time in a row where he's died very early. So you're worried about that, especially with the stronger performance in that first round. Still, though, I mean, it's a 3-on-5. It's not unwinnable. That makes it tougher. Nyx gets the down onto B-Sun on the stairs. 2-on-5 now, and it's, again, Kenki and Kakatari who will come forward, and Kenki gets the headshot on a Hyper. Not too bad at all from him. Looking up the stairs, wants to try to find another one. They are really wanting to get going with it now. You can tell that maybe they heard us say they were going a little bit slow because they are not afraid to push forward. Nyx is in a great position, and he'll push forward. The last kill of the round goes in his favor. A headshot on Kenki. Out the whole top floor. He just wants enough that he can get on into the yellow stairs. Look around a little bit more. It is Hyper who's lurking up top here, and ideally he just wants to put on a bit of pressure. He goes down, though. The opening frag, and Kenki with the entry will be able to get that one. That's huge. Again, it's these roaming players from DarkZero that just haven't had an impact on this bomb site. Much quicker at opening up the garage as well. Looks like Hotten's going to, or BC, sorry, is going to go for a peek on the Alda. Another one will fall at the hands of Dustelbox this time with the C7E, so that's both your roamers from the previous time that DarkZero defended this. Hot and Cold is now flexed up for a third roamer. He's going to be flanking into CEO. Almost crossed up now by the hold on yellow stairs. He grabs one with the MPX, turns and tries to reload, but springing up from behind the desk will be Apple to say farewell to Hot and Cold. So it's now down to Mint and BC on site, trying to hold out just with some punch holes and some impact holes in walls, trying to hold the breach. But for right now, Father's Back have complete control, and it's
There's going to be angles that you can't watch 100% of the time. It's a tall task for BC and Mint to be able to hold on to this. Now, they are the anchor operators you'd like, and that was a really great shot on a Dustle box, and they'll stop that. Seems like they have the info, too, right? Creeping on the yellow stairs. BC just waiting for that head to line up. He'll shoot his shot, but nobody's there. Mint watching for people behind, and he hits another one. A great headshot by him. All of a sudden, we're evened out 2-on-2, and these attackers looking a lot less strong than they were just 5 seconds ago. Now, still on the stairs, Apple hits his headshot on a BC, winning that engagement, leaves it to Nix, or Mint, excuse me, needs 2 more frags. Plant is being planted, and he loses the gunfight. Apple with a headshot. Gives it to Father's back, so that's 2 now times that they've attacked this bomb site, and it will be 2 times they win it.
I was getting a little nerve-wracking there for Father's back. Such a great start to the round, and then their side execute comes, and
because not only is this not a team that they don't really play against ever, this is also a bomb site that nobody really plays against ever because it's not a popular bomb site at all to try to defend. Getting in now, Mint with a shotgun will meet Kenki as he tried to jump into that window more likely than not. And that didn't go too well for him. Houghton with a second one, and we see Hyper trying to shoot down the hallway. Finally finding somebody is Apple. That's their second frag of the round, makes it into a 3-on-3. But 15 seconds, these guys kind of got to go. Mint's down in the basement. They got another one in BC also inside of the basement. So if these C4s go off, this could be so deadly. He's got it prepped right now. Oh, it's the disaster waiting to happen. Do they know where it's planting? If he's getting up onto the table, this might not be an issue. Hyper needs to come in big with 2 kills, and he will do it. One's a headshot, one's not. Doesn't really matter. And the other thing is DarkZero take their 5th round, and they gain the lead again.
Utility suck, but this is, again, an alteration that is pretty standard for most teams, but we just haven't seen come out of Father's back so far. Was an A balcony repel, but Nick's going for the jog of a lifetime. Terry foxing his way all the way to the outside of the A balcony from the garage, so quite the journey here for him, but he acquires the frag onto Kakatari, and there goes your IQ. Not really the end of the world, because there's not a lot of electronics that you won't just see point blank anyway when they light up.
Over to his buddy B. He's going to be picking up more fragging rolls. Doesn't do so well in this one, but B-Sun with the Thermite maybe doing a little bit better. Here we go, frags. Hyper finally gets the second frag here, taking down Kenki. It's another one for DarkZero. Now they find themselves at a 2-man advantage. That's going to be Ash off the board, so it's even more fragging power that you're taking away from Father's back. They still have that utility, and Apple, certainly, we know he can frag on this operator. It's going to be the question of if he can actually get in, though, because there's going to be a lot of angles being watched by the defenders. DarkZero, especially with that class, info's not going to be so much of an issue, but, oh, it seems like it is. They're not watching from behind. He's going to get one before finally getting traded. 2-on-3 here as frags start to fly on in. BC with a very tight angle, doesn't hit anything. Stays alive at the very least, though, and you've only got 1 player still alive for Father's back. Make it 0. Nix comes in, greets him with a headshot, and that'll be round 6, the half, going to DarkZero.
Like I said, you've got a pretty good rotation if you can take it 4-2, and that's exactly what DarkZero do there. And for Father's back, I like the adaptation there. I like trying to stretch out beyond just admin, trying to get on some repels, but
gritty, but he's going to be supported from up top, able to go down with those frag grenades. It's going to be Nix who wants to get in and start destroying some of his utility, start destroying some heads. BC, actually, the man who I was saying will stay up top. Well, he's still up top, but he's hitting headshots or getting frags on a B-Sun. The first one to go down inside of this round. 30 seconds on that clock. They got to get going now or never. You see Mint's not really in position to go for a take. He's more so going to be coming in from behind, and you can tell he's putting on a little bit of pressure there. Houghton's just planting, doesn't really seem to care. Hyper's starting to frag off again. That's pretty good by him. A double coming in from the back door, and he's going to be able to take down 2 Japanese players. Finds a third. They're still not looking at him. Oh no, Houghton gets off the plant, and he's going to be able to take down Apple with his last frag of the round. Big one. Very efficient from DarkZero in those dying seconds to be able to actually, you know, not throw that one away. And 50 seconds on that clock, and still all 10 players alive.
Yeah, this one's slower going here for DarkZero. They haven't got that opening pick. Okay, I'll just stop talking. Mint takes down B-Sun, so there goes the mute. First one off the board here. Still now another one here for Hyper. It's the flank once again coming down Spiral, and they all start falling like dominoes. Everyone on Father's back hitting the floor in death, and now it's a 2v5. Mint, again, shutting down that rotate for the entirety of the round. Dustelbox, last man standing in a 1v5. Rotates up. Spiral is going to hit Zulu over to yellow. He's going to have one member waiting to greet him, and that'll be Hyper on the F2. They don't lose those ones with the F2. It's a flawless round here for DarkZero, and they're going to put themselves on map point.
If DarkZero had a problem on this bomb site is that they were maybe holding the roamers any control of that first floor. Piano is a dream at this point. You can see they're staring at it longingly. That's Nix, but he's not going to be able to get on in, especially with that. His teammate going down. Hyper trades it, though. Kenki falls, BC being the first one in that initial engagement. So those are the entry frags being finished off, one from each team. Now it's how much more ground can you get, and how aggressive do Father's back stay, right? Are they going to continue trying to roam, or do they fall back? It looks like they want these engagements. That's a mistake. Nix is going to win those. Kakatari falls, and that leaves just 3 defenders who are likely sitting back down on the bomb site. Now, these operators that are being played, right? Mute, Legion, Mozzie, these aren't really hard anchor operators. This isn't a Smoke, this isn't a Maestro. These aren't guys that you typically see as the last ones alive. So it's a little bit questionable if the plant comes in, if DarkZero try to focus this bomb site really, really hard. Could be hard for Father's Back to stall. You see they do have these Drew mines, and whoa, this is aggressive, and he's gonna pay off for it too. Apple getting a kill on a Hot, and right as he opens up that garage, and another one for Hyper though, puts him up onto a double kill this round. 30 seconds to go, 3-on-2, and things will slow down just a little. Eking in. They don't need to go aggressive right here. Mint is, oh, Nyx gets the first kill, but he's down by a goo mine. Doesn't really matter. Mint is gonna be able to get that last kill, and DarkZero take the map 7-2. That's a pretty dominant scoreline, especially for a map that was owned, picked even by Father's Back.